UC San Diego is mounting a major expedition to South America. Scientists will retrace the path that Theodore Roosevelt took a century ago when he explored the uncharted and piranha-infested River of Doubt. It was a journey that nearly killed the former president. Engineer Mark Myers is seeking help from the Brazilian Army, which could provide equipment and guides to help scientists navigate one of the most remote regions of the Amazon basin. The expedition will cost about $200,000, and it will cover 1,500 miles in 3 stages. It would begin on the gentle Paraguay River, proceed north across rugged plateaus and savannas, then stretch up the perilous, fast-moving rapids of the River of Doubt. Roosevelt traveled up the river in 1914 with famed Brazilian explorer Cândido Rondon during an expedition devoted to science, mapping, and hunting. Along the way, Roosevelt contracted malaria and suffered a leg wound which required bush surgery. He became so weak he asked to be left to die on the jungle floor. He survived, although historians say the trip ultimately shortened his life. Scientists and filmmakers have explored the River of Doubt since then, but the region, which is formerly known as the Rio Roosevelt, remains little known, a fact that's been tugging at Myers, a veteran Amazon explorer. The expedition, proposed for the summer of 2014, would be an homage to Roosevelt, Rondon, and to the tribes, which still live there today. Myers is collaborating with Jeff Lehman, an Emmy Award-winning filmmaker from Del Mar who specializes in travelogues. The focus will be on changes in flora and fauna. Myers will spend time on one of his main scientific interests, biomimicry. He studies natural materials in living organisms and tries to find ways of using that knowledge to produce products that can help people. Myers has paid special attention to the beaks of toucans because they're very strong and very light. Engineers say that analyzing these beaks could lead to better designs for airplanes and automobiles. The road ahead for Myers and Lehman will be a tough one, partly because there are so few roads. On the upcoming expedition, they'll have to ride boats and horses and inflatable rafts. They'll wear out shoes and have to cope with intense heat while avoiding potentially deadly piranha. Even with all the modern equipment, it'll largely be a trip back in time, but Myers can hardly wait to take that first step.